Hello, welcome to the Wheel of Love. It's been an entire year since we started doing this, and we're back to Valentine's Day. So we're getting all romantic. I've got a nice little heart set up in the background, romantic intro, all that fun stuff. And of course, I have Master of Deck joining me, but we also have the wonderful Bree joining us as well. How are we doing, ladies?
Hey.
Fantastic. Happy to be back.
Yes, it's good to have you back. I can't believe we've been doing this. I mean, we don't do it every week, but we've been doing this for a year, Kayla. That's mad.
Yeah, it's crazy how the time has passed, I would say. Almost as if it's a wheel.
Oh, indeed. Like it just goes round and round. Folks,
Here
if
we are
you
again.
yeah, I know. Folks, if you're new to what we're doing here, you've not been to a wheel of love before. Basically, we have a big wheel full of Wheel of Time names right there, and we're gonna spin it. And I've got a special sound effect for it this week, this year, this month, whatever it is, this show. And we'll pull out two names or maybe three names. It depends on our mood. And
We're feeling spicy.
yeah, and then we'll create a bit of a ship out of it. So, but Bree, welcome. This is your first spinning the wheel of love.
Yes, I had no idea what you guys were going to do, and I said I was going to show up anyway. Sounds fun. Chaos.
Indeed, it is absolute chaos. So I love when you tweeted earlier today. I was like, did I know what I was signing myself up for? No. Did I say yes
Absolutely
anyway?
not.
Of course.
Instantly.
It's a lot of fun, isn't it, Kayla? So
I mean, it is. I've been in the in the shipping game for quite some time, and I have to say, every time I say things like that, I'm like, some people are gonna see this and think about like FedEx or something. But having done the shipping thing for a long time and sort of placing myself into that niche when I sort of, burst through the doors of the Wheel of Time fandom like Aragorn at Helm's Deep, I'm glad that more people know what it is now because of my relentless inability to shut my mouth.
well, we started doing this with a podcast episode, didn't we, basically?
We did. It was
So-
sort of like an educational
It was, yes.
episode.
We both called into the Dusty Wheel one week and then talking about shipping. And then it kind of, I contacted you and said, hey, we should do a podcast episode on this. And that was 18 months ago and here we are. So, but yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. So we'll pull out a couple of names. We will be creating a relationship of some kind for that duo or trio or whatever we end up getting into. And then we always try and find a ship name, don't we, Master of Deck? So,
We do. We've had some great ones in the past. Sometimes we sit here staring at the screen like,
But chat,
that's
we
where the
need
chat
you.
comes in.
Yes, and particularly
Exactly.
look,
You are our saviors.
Kev has been on one of these, and Kev knows what it's like. Matt Stagg is also asking, is it hookah time yet, by the way?
It is hookah time. I just, oh my gosh, I need to make my phone go down. I was trying to enter the chat, but it made really loud. Yes, I do have the hookah. The hookah will be making an appearance at some point, but I did want to say that Warm Hands lives on in the Hall of Shipping Name Portmanteau. I think I said that word wrong. Legend, because it's still my favorite one.
Yes, it's pretty beautiful.
And if you don't know about Warm Hands, you got to go back a year ago and watch the first episode.
Was it on the first one we had Warm Hands?
I think it might have been the first one.
I keep meaning to go back and watch them and put in the timestamps so people can go and see where we spun them out and then find the name so you could click straight away and be like, oh, Warm Hands is here type thing. But I never get around to doing that. So
it's not like you don't have anything else going on. I mean,
no, absolutely not. So folks, if you're new here, please like and subscribe because we do this every few months. We do a Halloween monster special. That one's always fun, isn't it, Kayla? That one gets spicy. But yeah, we do it every few months and we have a lot of fun. And I do a lot of other stuff on YouTube. I have a weekly live show that you saw in the intro. So yeah, come join us and have some fun. But let's get spinning. Let's get straight into it, I think. All right.
Do it.
Are you ready for the new sound effect, Master of the Deck?
Look at all those names.
Yeah, I know all these names. That's great. But
new sound effect?
Yes. So Bree knows what it is. I was testing it out before you turned up. So here you go.
This is my reaction live.
Yes, reaction live to the new sound effect of when a name gets pulled out. It kisses.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Hey, my man,
I think-
Abelkausen.
Is this show or book?
I think.
I mean, we can decide.
Okay.
I mean, do we want to decide now, or do we get to cheat and decide after we see who we're shipping him with?
I think we can.
I want to do book Abel Cawthon. I want.
All
I
right,
want.
we're doing book. Okay, fine. We're doing book.
I want the OG Cawthon.
Now, one
Oh
of
my
the
God, Bobo.
one of the quirks of this, folks, is once we've picked a name out, we don't let it stay in the wheel, so we can't pick the same name out twice. So Abel is gone, and Abel is being shipped with Basil Gill. Okay,
Basil Gill.
Right.
You know, I feel like this is a plausible ship. Abel
Yes.
Cawthon could have made his way through Camelin on the way to the White Tower when he was going after Matt and Rand.
Absolutely. That's
This is
exactly what I was gonna say. That's
The wheel of swoosh.
Sheila of
Yes, I love it. That's great. Okay, so we've got Abel Cawthon going through Camelin on the way to Tarvalon. Is that he's staying
or on
at
the way back when he's like sort of disappointed.
That is,
Okay.
you know, and that could even be, maybe they didn't stop in Camelin on the way to Tarvalon. God, I say it the way they say in the show now. It could have been on the way back, right? Disappointed, never found Matt, never even got to see him, and then, you know, they stop at the Queen's Blessing, and who should have news of his son but our lovely innkeeper.
Who knows everything about everyone.
This is
Who
true.
does?
They're asking age appropriate shipping.
Age appropriate shipping. Fuck that.
Yeah, no, I like this. I like this. Is so he's getting his own blessing on the way back, is what we're saying.
You could. I mean, do we think they fuck? I mean, I know Basil Gill fucks, and so does Abel Cawthon, obviously, but
Yeah.
or do we think it's just more of like a cuddle? Do you think they become friends? I mean, Tam is there too, so it's like, I mean,
I don't know. I guess it depends. How drunk are they gonna get?
Yeah, that's a good
it's a
point.
good question.
That is
Well,
a
that is a good question. While we contemplate that, welcome Charlotte, who loves mostly Bree on Twitter and has thus just stumbled in to join us.
hello, Charlotte.
Hello, Charlotte.
You're in for a world of awesomeness.
I was going to say, you came in at a great time. We're wondering
Yeah.
if Abel Cawthon and
The
Basil
staff.
Gill
versus
are going to
casual
do the dirty
discussions.
when he comes through Camelin.
Yes. Okay. So how drunk are we getting here? Like, does Abel like a drink? I feel like he can handle his liquor though.
Well, I mean, he's already like sad and disappointed that, you know, they kind of got sent out of Tarvalon packing, right? Not with that like very unsatisfying news from Swan Sanche. And so maybe he's, you know, they're nearly home, you might say. They're in Camelin, and decides, you know what? Fuck it, Tam, we're gonna get drunk. Drink away your sorrows.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try out their brandy. Yeah.
I'm thinking of names. I'm struggling.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying to
get
get
to jump on a
ahead.
good ship
I'm
name.
I'm cheating.
It's not cheating. Sometimes the ship
gosh.
name occurs before we actually decide anything. Kev says book Apple does not fuck, but show Apple does.
No fuck. Okay,
Um,
yeah, I suppose. But I mean, show up. Yeah, I suppose. So I think it could just be like maybe they've built themselves a lovely like friendship, some commiseration. Basil Gill is an absolute legend of a character. I mean, we can just say that for sure.
Mhm.
Like this man, one of the unsung heroes of the Wheel of Time.
He gets around a while, doesn't he? So
Yeah.
like, he pops up.
And he's just popping up
What?
doing hero stuff, even though he doesn't have any hero superpowers.
Indeed.
Exactly.
Like,
Man
okay.
is a
Plot
fat
armor for that
icon.
Yeah.
Love him.
Okay. Ship name.
Need to see what the chat is trying to cook up for our ship name here.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything just yet. Beth, I think I need to go grab a drink. 1 second. That will pop
Maybe we
up.
could
on the
call him
stream.
Babel.
Babble. Babbles. Yes, because that's a fun way of saying mumbles, which is what you'd be like after too much drinking. So
Right? They're so drunk.
they're so drunk
And then
they're
they
babbling.
become Babel.
And they become Babble. I like Babble. That's cute.
That is cute.
That's a cute name for the two of them, isn't it? So I need to make notes of these. I usually remember to make notes. Do nothing with said notes, but I should make them anyway. Because then I might eventually do something with them one day. I'm sure I've got hundreds written in my book.
All
at
right.
this
Well, you
stage.
know what? I will remember this first one. No guarantees for anything that happens after this, but I'm putting Abel /Basil Gill, and we're saying Babel.
Babel. I like Babel. Babel's really cute. So I find a clip. Oh, geez, how many pages do I have filled up in this book? Too many. All right. Right. I'll come back to that book in a second. Let's get the wheel back and let's have a spin. Blessing
New
and Able.
spin, new ship,
Oh,
new
wait.
ship.
Okay, so we have Basefin. We have Blessing and Able. That sounds like the story name, the name of the thick.
Right, we've got like fanfic titles and then we have ship names.
Yes.
We've come up with a lot of fun fanfic titles. Like that would be
hell
the
yeah,
name
we
of the
do.
fic.
Bazabel. Bazabel. That's quite cute. I'm not sure if I like it more than Babel, but
Yeah, so far Babel is
right.
it stuck with me as my favorite.
Basil.
I know I've already paid the pet tax tonight, but he's just slightly out of frame. This one's hanging out with me right now.
Kitty!
This is Bobo. He's a good boy.
Domable. Domable? That's Mass Dagger, we're not doing Bale Doman. I think I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's Basil.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was like,
based on a bit earlier, nice that do be a good
like
combo.
unexpected kink. Like I'm here for it, but also I don't know how we got here.
Yeah, me neither. I think that's where that's coming from. But never mind. Let's spin a
All
couple
right.
more names. More smooching. More smooching. Ah, Smooch Rock.
Yes, Daddy.
Yes, and
Come on,
Rock
give us
is
something.
getting Logain.
Oh my! You know what? I just manifested this. I was about to say it out loud. I'm like, what if it's Logain?
Wow.
I know you don't have
Okay.
to believe me that I just. That's the. You know what?
I do believe you.
That's
Knowing how
exciting.
you feel
I like
about
that.
Logain.
You know what?
I mean,
I don't need to, but you know, Bree, you take the lead on this one. I started the last.
He's yeah. Go for it, Bree.
I will let you. I'm giving.
You're
you
gonna
the
let
gift.
me?
Two of the best daddies in the Wheel of Time. Come on. I know you got something for me.
I have to think about it. I'm like, I know. How canon do we need to be, or do we just get to go crazy?
Oh no, we get to play with canon. Don't you worry about that.
Okay.
He just
I'm
wanted to
thinking
look
about
at me.
where their lives intersect right now.
We tend to end up on the field of Marilor a lot. I will say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's a convenient spot for.
It is the
you know.
place where everybody's sort of. I don't know though. I mean, I feel like in an alternate timeline.
Wait, here's an adventure.
Okay.
The Aiel come over the dragon wall for searching for the dragon, right? What if? Before Logain is captured, they have a little encounter.
Ooh.
They are looking for the dragon, and they could find one.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're hand waving a little bit at canon in terms of like when exactly the Aiel come over the dragon wall, but not really. I mean, when in the Eye of the World, there are already those the Maidens of the Spear in that setting. Or
Yeah.
is that Eye of the World? No, fuck, that's the Great Hunt. Whatever. Stuff and
I
things.
thought that there was mention of one in Eye of the World.
Something like that, yeah.
I think so.
I think. In any case, like it's not. I don't think that that's far fetched.
No, I don't.
no.
I think it
For
works.
them to have crossed paths. You know, Ruark and the Tardad being the ones that kind of led the charge on all this.
This is very true.
I dig
So-
it.
I dig
like
it.
Ruark's hot, and Logain is
Yeah.
hot, and like, especially since they were sort of looking in already. You know, he who comes with the dawn. Oh my gosh, there's so much like a raging sun symbolism happening here in my brain right now. I feel like Ruark probably would have known, like right away, like that it's not Logain. But he doesn't, and maybe he tells him that, and you're like, you're no dragon. And Logain is like, find out how dragon my dick is.
He who came.
Yes.
Not quite with the dawn.
Yes, Aiel who come before the dawn. As Matt Stagger is saying, they would be an amazing team. Very much alpha energy from both of them. I like it. Okay.
Oh, right. Very athletic sex.
Yes.
I do
You
love
cannot
this. It's just a
regain.
Rugain.
Sounds too much like a hair restoration product.
Oh man.
I mean,
Amazing.
you're
That is
not
funny
wrong,
though. Like Rogaine could honestly like be a ship here.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like it. I like Rugain better than like, you know, Logar.
Luark.
Luark.
Um, uh, uh,
See, there's just so many dragon spear inappropriate things in my head right now.
They who came before the dawn. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean
How
that
many
would be
puns are we making?
that would be the fanfic name for sure. Okay, I'm thinking. So Logain's last name is Ablar, isn't it?
Right, and
So-
Ruark doesn't have one. He's just Ruark of the Tardad.
Yeah.
Something about like a clan chief.
Yeah. Chat, you got to help us out now.
Rublar.
Rublar.
Like
they're
Rhubarb.
talking about like Rand collecting dads along the way. Like,
Does
Kev's
Rand
there.
collect dads or does he collect daddies?
Oh yeah. Rublar.
Rand would daddy adopt them. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Rublar.
So this is
Look,
the
I've read
Tardaddy.
these fanfics. I've written
Tar-
some of these fanfics. So.
Tar daddies.
Tar daddies. Hey.
Tar daddy Abla.
Oh, man. You know what? I have to. Beth, like, she kind of. It's dorky, but I like it. A Bree game.
Spear in the void.
It does feel. It's very fanfic titly.
Yeah. Loru. I feel like we're
Oh,
getting
man.
into some kind of like, I don't know.
These feel like Pokemon.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was like, what's names? Okay, so are we going with Rugain or did we
Rugain.
like?
I feel like we're gonna
We don't
lean
like the-
into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna lean
Rugain.
into it. I mean, plenty of like ships have like stupid sounding names that we just go with. You know,
This is true. This is
like
true.
like in Hannibal, you know, it's called Hanagram.
Yeah. There we go. All right, a couple more names. I suddenly remembered I had to spin it on the second screen, not my first. Cooladin.
Oh,
Okay.
Ooh,
We're just spinning
nice.
out
So
all the
we're
guys. So
right
far
off the bat,
tonight.
hate sex. With whom?
With whom, folks? With whom?
With whom?
Oh,
God, if
dear.
it's Matt.
Aerith.
Eric.
No.
Ah! Oh no!
no!
Okay.
Protect her and her ears.
Oh no. We had more
Oh
options to
my
the previous one. We had
God.
Daddy Abla, we had Tainted Spear. Yeah, the root game was the winner overall. So
And I did write that down. Okay, wow. So I feel like we're meeting our match pretty early in here. I mean, Jesus. I mean,
This
do we need
is-
to make up a whole redemption arc for Cooladin?
oh,
You know? Like somehow,
maybe
I don't know.
Was he
Loyal
get
gets a hold of him.
does he get made guy shine or something, and then goes to trade with the Ogier and spots Aerith, and I don't know. Does Cooladin have really big?
Here's
Oh my God, Kat.
alternate
What?
my alternate timeline here. Somehow
Kat.
Cooladin finds out he can channel, and he goes to slay the blind the eye of the world, whatever the fuck the Aiel say. He gets turned into one of the Samanasai. Last battle happens, and he's one of the turns that ends up in a fucking setting. So he's like
I was
mostly
wondering if we
brainwashed.
could get him there.
There we go. So he's mostly brainwashed. He's not the person that he was before. And then he's in the tender, loving care of the lovely Ogier. And then long after Aerith and Loyal have established themselves as like guerrilla fighters against the Shan Shan, smuggling Damani out of the Shan Shan territories, the Samanasai, like they finally have like sparks of life left in them. And then Cooladin joins up and they're a lovely threesome. The end.
I buy it.
Okay.
I think the Ogier are the ones who can wait out this, like, terrible
I just-
turning trauma.
I tied myself in, like, it just, there we
Hey.
go.
You wiped his personality, which was the first step. After that, we can go anywhere.
You know what? I do
Yeah.
feel like I'm proud, a little proud of myself and how I got there, right?
That was on the I liked it.
10 seconds or less, I shifted, okay?
No, I
That's a
am
check.
buying it with you. I think that we've got to get him stuck on a steading for 50 so years.
Oh my god, did you see Matt Stacker?
What?
He said, Gee,
Gee,
no.
It's
best.
great. It's great.
That's the best.
All right.
Coolidin
So
is definitely the sub in this relationship, obviously.
Mhm.
Like, that's bratty sub energy. Come on, man.
So what are we? Oh, what are we gonna call this?
So what's that's a good question. What is this ship name?
Eridin is the first one that's been put in.
Eridin.
Eridin. That
Sounds like a
actually
Lord of the
sounds
Rings
like
character.
yeah. I was gonna say that sounds like a hardcore fantasy character there.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
But you guys can hear my dog. I'm sorry. I don't know if she's standing outside my window barking.
She's commenting on the fact that
She does
Coolidin has
not
been put as
like
Right. She
Coolidin.
does not ship it.
Nope.
Oh man. Come on, chat. Give us some more ones.
I'm gonna pull. Do you ship this match?
Do you ship it? Absolutely fucking not. Maybe though. Maybe if you go in my way. I mean, everyone loves like the little amnesia redemption arc, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Very true.
Who doesn't?
I mean, I think that if we're going to go in an alternate timeline where he could channel, and so Savannah didn't get her ambitions on him, maybe we didn't even have to completely wipe his personality. Maybe he wasn't quite that bad. Because
Maybe.
he wasn't, trying to prove himself to her and her exacting standards or whatever.
Yeah, it's very possible. Okay. Kev was saying Coolidin survives the battle carrying, but is ashamed and goes into a sabbatical at studying Sofu. Aerith helps him adapt to his new peaceful life.
I would love to know what happened that makes him that ashamed.
Yeah.
Because, shame is supposed to be very powerful for the Aiel, but Coolidin appears to have none.
Call it
It
marital
was
aid.
heavily implied that he was basically delusional by the end of it. Like,
Yeah.
that he, if you really think about it, like, I think that when they're doing the whole reveal thing, I mean, there was some implication that he was starting to believe his own hype.
Yes, that is true.
So, I don't think he was
like
the most mentally sound there.
Right, and Osmodian did work some magic on him as well.
There could have been
gave him
compulsion involved.
Right. I mean, he was palling around with two of the Forsaken, as far as we know.
Yeah.
At any point, they could have decided to nudge his delusion a little further.
This is very true.
In terms of ship names, so far Beth has given us Eridin and Coolith.
And we've discovered that Eridin equals Blue Man in the old tongue.
Do we want the Blue Man group for our ship?
I don't know. I mean, Mass Dagger said call it marital aid. Because he's a head on a stick.
Because he's a head on a stick.
I don't know. I'm going to end the ship poll previously. So 64% says no, they do not ship this.
Well, I mean, thank you to the 36-ish, or what was the number that said? 64% don't like it?
35.
Yeah. So,
okay, yeah. So there you
YouTube polls are always weird. There's 1% missing somewhere.
Right,
so 35%.
Because there's always little half percentages and shit that no one cares about. Anyway, thank you to the 3 people that that thought I did a good enough job of.
I was one of them. So thank you for the 2.
Personality.
I can't vote in my own polls. It's really frustrating.
I'm trying to.
No.
Yeah, even if I go
So-
to.
Bullshit.
Oh wait, maybe I'll try. I've got the video open, so maybe next time I'll pop over to it and see if I can vote in my own polls. Yeah, because the Innkeeper does all the time, so I should be able to as well. I don't see why I can't. But anyway, are we sticking
All
with?
right. I mean, I feel like Eridin is kind of I'll go with it. I like that it's
Eridin?
Blue Man.
All right, Eridin. I'm going to write that down.
So far, Beth has given us 2 of our 3 ship names. Beth's on a roll.
I feel like Beth is earning a place on the next Wheel of Love, whenever that ends up being. So we like to have on people who contribute. That's how Kev got on. We were like, we need to have Kev on. Kev's great at this. So, all right, 2 more names, folks. Let's get the smooching going. 2 on. All right.
Oh gosh.
Ooh, all right. We're just there. You know how we have all of these wonderful side characters on here? We're just not getting them yet.
Nope. There's
Well,
some
I
wonderful
suppose
names
Abel
in there.
Coffin is a bit of a.
Yeah.
But we love Abel.
Alrighty. Oh my
And-
Oh, Lord.
All right. Well,
Oh.
we have the first. We have the first.
Okay.
Two women matchup of the evening.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All of our other ones have. Well, no, Aerith was a het ship. All right. So
I
So
think
just going back to the previous ship for a moment with Kev. Look, I call that ship unacceptable. And Kev's like, 100% for your creativity, but I can't get behind Cooler than be happy.
that is a very rational thing to say. What
Sorry.
if we promise they will not let him be happy?
Yes. There we go.
he's very depressed.
Okay. So we have two on Moraine.
Tuon and Moraine. I mean,
can you imagine? I'm just like, I love the short, noble woman matchup.
They're
like,
of a height.
Oh,
they are both tiny little princesses, basically. I mean, literally tiny princesses. So I think
I'm also I just Beth, just one being the disenfranchised Sean Chen. Moraine gently guides her into the folds of the Tafalon vulva.
I mean, if anybody can, I do believe that Tuon could find North Harbor.
Yes.
Yes. I want Moraine to teach Tuon how to channel.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Just end the whole thing right there. Let's shut down the institution of the whole Damane thing, because Moraine's smart enough. She needs a project for after the apocalypse, so she can just dismantle slavery in her free time.
Right, and you've got, Moraine and Tom Marilyn are like, two masters of the game of houses.
Right?
Mixing up with all this political intrigue. Meanwhile, there's Matt, who, I don't ship that, so we're gonna hand wave. Like, Matt decides not to be with Tuon single. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
There we go. In this universe. Or she kills with me, I don't know. But I love the idea of Moraine being the one to teach her. I think Moraine would be wonderful at like teaching people to channel. Obviously, she, guides Egwene into it pretty well.
If we want to keep Matt around, Tom has to trick Matt into being a responsible noble. So I mean, they could just remake the entire Sean Chan country while they're in their retirement.
So it could be like that Matt invites Tom, and then Moraine happens to come along, and then while Moraine is around, Tuon is like, hey, so I have a problem.
I like it. I think that's... because you know what? That's one of the things I was disappointed with at the end. I was like, come on, you just found out you can channel. Someone's got to make her do it. Someone's got to show her exactly what's going on there. So there we go.
Yeah.
And like, Moraine can't be intimidated by anybody. No. So none of this like Empress stuff.
Yes, obviously.
They couple
that's a
date.
Good point.
Yeah,
definitely.
Double date that goes on all evening. Matt Stagger is saying that Moraine would take Tuon captive and helps us see the world without leashes until the leashes are consensual. Yeah. Moraine needs a new cause once the last battle is done.
This is true. I mean, in my alternate, my post-canon headcanons, like Moraine and Tom are absolutely part of, the guerrilla fighters who are undermining the Sean Chan Empire.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yes, I definitely ship this.
So, now we need a name.
I'm not going to say moron. Except that I just did. I'm sorry.
Beth's just put that in chat. Moiron.
Moiron?
Why? No, it's why. Why?
There's
Two Rain. Two Rain. Two rulers. Two Rain.
Yeah, Two Rain.
Two
Rain.
There's Two Rain. I feel like there could be some fun symbolism.
Two Rain.
Something like house sigils. But what is the sigil? Oh, House Amadrid is the crown and tree. Nah, that's not any fun.
No.
It's like we do something with like the ravens or whatever, but it doesn't work.
No. We're getting another Touraine.
Yeah.
Touraine.
Touraine feels like the intuitive answer on this one.
Yeah, because then like Dana's just put in Touraine. It's Lodgekeep Turbine. What? Soup Touraine?
Touraine.
For
I feel like that's like you try to spell Wheel of Time character names, but your phone doesn't know them, and so it just spits out anything.
Soup Touraine. Yeah.
Soup Touraine.
That's very possible.
That is right. I suppose at this point her name is Fortuona, but whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, they like Touraine in chat. I think Touraine wins.
Touraine, or I guess Foraine if they're gonna double couple days.
Hey.
Yes.
All right.
That's
coming in clutch with
the
mentor-teachership, mentor-studentship as well.
We are. So
love that. Love this dynamic.
I love it. It's very good. Okay, couple more names, more smooching on the go. Smooch number 1, Lanny Boy. Okay.
Lan. All right, let's get somebody good. Come on.
Okay. Fingers crossed, folks. What are you manifesting, Master of the Deck?
What am I manifesting? I'm manifesting Elias.
Sorry?
I'm manifesting Elias.
Elias. Okay. Bree, who are you manifesting?
Anybody just about. I mean, come on, it's Lan.
Okay.
Not Talonvor.
Okay, not Talonvor.
I would say Elias or Aludra. Those are the two.
I was genuinely just thinking Aludra. Okay. People are going to think like...
If it shows up as Talonvor, I'm going to be very mad.
I think... do you know what? Now I'm scared, because if Aludra comes
We've
up...
got the anti-manifestation.
People will think I've fixed it, so... Oh my god, it was so close to Aludra.
Oh,
Genuinely.
Sleet though. Ooh, Sleet.
Sleet is a great
Good
choice.
Good one.
Okay, I had told Rob this. I looked Sleet up to remind myself about his story, and then I was like reading it on the wiki, and I was like so freaking mad that there's not a whole book of Sleet and some mayor's daughter having a forbidden romance while he's recovering from his injuries.
Oh,
what the fuck, Robert Jordan?
That needs to be written.
I mean, is that fanfic out there? Please, somebody send it to me.
Yes,
the whole reason we put Sleet on the wheel last time is because in my mind, like Gawain should have just accepted Sleet's offer to be bonded with Hattori, because that man was down for a threesome.
Yes.
Like he was just literally that whole like open-ended is like, you know what? If you change your mind, he's like still up for a threesome.
Yep. I'm just going to bring this back for a hot second,
yeah.
because if you look at the top of the screen where my mouse is, that's Sleet there. That's Aludra next to it. That's how close we got.
That close?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
if I go hide choice now.
You and me, we need to
think harder. There's Aludra.
Oh, good. Right Talonvor was on the opposite side.
Talonvor.
I just added him to the
Talonvor's
wheel.
down there.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you did that to me.
I did that.
We're gonna fight.
We're getting some hot water action. I love this.
I mean, that's basically it, right? Like Sleet is, he's a blade master. They're, I feel like Sleet maybe a little
on the wiki. He legendarily beat Lan 2 out of 7 fights.
Yeah, hey,
the sword fight. So I'm guessing maybe he beat him in the after game too.
I was gonna say, did they beat each other with their dicks?
Lan may have won the sword fight.
The things that you will not say, I will say them.
Oh, okay.
There we go. So, I mean, they definitely fucked. Come on.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely. Like, hot, sweaty border action. Like, I've written that fanfic too. I'm not between these two, but,
we have a new ship to manifest afterwards. We set Aludra and Brigitte. But anyway, we'll carry on with this one for the moment.
Love that one.
Okay. Sleet.
I mean, sparring, hot, sexy sparring turning into sex is just the trope. I mean, it's god tier. You're not allowed to spar unless it turns into sex, and I'm sorry.
Exactly. Fighting and then fucking. Or fighting that turns into fucking.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Literally write that constantly into books.
It's good. It's wonderful. Like, you get the adrenaline. They're already sweaty. They're just like, violence and then violently sexy. Oh,
yes.
Good. I like this.
Okay. So when did they meet up? I missed that bit.
When? I mean,
I don't
White
know.
Tower.
We're just describing the two of them. Okay.
I just know that they had a sword fight at some point because it was on the wiki when I read it. And I'm like,
right. So
they also then fucked.
Yes. So Sleet is a Blade Master. I think that's like one of the first things in his wiki.
Yes, Jen. You joined just in time for the hot sexy sparring. Yes.
Yes. So they obviously had spent time in proximity with one another at some point, like for White Tower stuff. I think they're probably about the same age. It kind of, at least it feels that way to me. Maybe Sleet's a little bit younger.
Yes, Bartro.
Yes. Arison, or Arison. I'm probably saying your name wrong, but it is. It's a good trope. That's why I wrote a whole fanfic about it.
Lan
won. Hey. Whoever wins gets to, I don't know, decide the location for their...
no, I think this needs to be like the Sea Folk thing, you know. Whoever wins, then the sparring, you know. The other guy gets to win afterwards.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you win in public, I win in the bedroom.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it. All right. So we have the sparring trope, which is just perfect for the two of them. Do we have a name?
It's good. I love this ship. Now we do need a name.
We have Lanit.
Slan.
We had Leet. Slan, obviously.
Steel Dragon. That's what I'm going with.
Steel Dragon. That sounds like a band.
I'm just pretending his last name is, you know, Mandragon. just
you know what? There's an alternate universe in which both Sleet and Lan are porn stars. I mean, think of this man's last name. Like, it could be like Sleet Steel and, you know, Lan Mandragon Dick. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I love Beth. She's just like, I'm dead. I'm dead. Folks, if you're enjoying this, please like the video. Please share it out to anyone you think is also good to have a laugh with us. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because we do this every few months and we have an absolute ball just doing it. It's hilarious. You can see the matchups we can get. So what's going on now? After Lan beats Sleet sparring, Lan starts giving him some postural pointers in the water locker room after it is very sweaty. So like, Kev's written the first line for you folks. There we go.
There we go.
You gotta put your arms around Sleet.
This is like the prompts that show up like on kink memes where it's like, I have this idea, somebody write it, and then they do.
Lesbian Odie, if it's like the Sea Folk thing, do people ever lose on purpose?
I mean, yes, that's also a trope.
Mm-hmm.
You let me win. Like, yeah, obviously. Because I want you to fuck my brains out.
We have crossed blades.
Is there something we could say with warders?
Double warded.
I kind of like Plan.
Yeah.
I feel like it's got
got
like the sweaty energy that this ship needs. Plan.
Yeah. Folks, what Leia's talking about there is when I get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which I'm close, I'm over 800 now. I will be doing a very massive, like probably 12-hour long live stream on YouTube or something crazy. I don't know. I'll be doing something very wild. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Because everyone keeps asking for it. When are you doing your live stream? When I get to 1,000 subscribers, folks. Yeah, Slan, Sleety Butt Rock. Butt Rock needs to... So Butt Rock, folks, is a thing that I do on... Beth is really pushing the Slee Lan. Lansley? Anyway, folks, I need to find the picture now. So Butt Rock is a thing from Threefold Talk.
I have seen the Butt Rock.
Yes, Threefold Talk is my Thursday night show. I head off to the Waste, and myself and my co-hosts, who are some awesome IEL ladies, when we get together and we do lots of different fun segments every week, and just to have a real giggle. But there is a whole section which we nicknamed Caval Metal at one point. I don't have the old. I need the old. Where is it? I need to go hunting for it now. But we have a whole thing called Butt Rock, and it is brilliant. And I don't have it saved, or I thought I had it saved, so I need to go hunting for it. But while we're doing that, let me bring in... Do we have a name for this? Have we got a name we're happy with? Or... Oh, do you know what? I'll just switch. I've got it. I just switch. It's going to look weird for a second while I switch. There we go. Into the IEL setup. This is Butt Rock, folks. So...
There we go.
There we go. So yeah, that's the Butt Rock reference that you were seeing there, and now we'll switch back to all the love hearts.
I feel like I'm gonna executive decide that it's Plan.
Slan? Okay.
Yes.
Slam.
Cavil Natal.
Yes. All right. So we're going with Slan. Fair enough.
All right, that's ship number 5.
That is. Okay. Let's bring
Keep
it
this wheel
back.
spinning.
Yes.
All right, who's
And
the first one? Let's see.
let's get some smooching on
Let's
the
get something
go.
spicy.
Val and
Spicy.
Luca. Ooh.
Val and Luca, okay.
We've got.
So we're starting with someone who is pretty but lacks boundaries.
Yes.
Yeah, do we get to stab him? Come on, someone who wants to stab him.
Okay.
Sorlia.
Well, let's have a look. There are Aiel on the wheel.
Sorlia would whip this man into shape.
Sorlia? Okay, are we
Absolutely.
manifesting Sorlia? Okay, Sorlia. Come.
Bear or Sorlia, either one. Let's get a wise one up in here.
Is she?
Ish? Oh my God. Well, you know, what if Val and Luca was a dark friend?
Ooh. Okay.
Not a stretch.
Not a stretch.
I mean, with the lack of boundaries. So, Val and Luca and Ishi.
I mean, a traveling circus is a good way to be somebody's fucking eyes and ears, right? You know?
Especially since this traveling circus just attracts people with main character energy. So,
Absolutely. Circus fun time, cast for days. Stab.
Right. And you know what? I feel like Ishamael is an attractive man. Moradin was also an attractive man. I mean, you know, the flames in the eyes and whatnot. But like, if we're going with Perez here, I mean, I would climb that man like a tree.
Hot calves.
And Val and Luca evidently.
well, do remember, like, some of you guys know that I have like a costume friend who was like obsessed with the costumes in the show, and she started reading the books, and the first thing she found in the prologue is that Ishi's running around in thigh-high boots, and she's like, "What is going on?" So there's some definite leg action.
I mean, yeah. So they both got wonderful legs. I feel like Val and Luca would appreciate, you know, a well-turned calf.
Yeah.
And thigh. So he likes pretty things. I mean, I feel like that's a good enough reason to be a dark friend is that one of the Forsaken is hot. Like, he's that shallow of a person. So,
totally.
Yes.
So Val and Luca's a dark friend. And I don't know. Maybe that's what he gets out of the dark friendry. You know, he gets a nice fuck every once in a while.
Maybe that's his perk. That's
He evidently enjoys, like, kind of being.
That's the only
like,
reason he's
with
still alive after having let every main character pass through.
Yeah.
Yes, Val and Luca is extremely good in bed.
He's
and
only
evidently
alive.
he likes being smacked around a little bit, so.
So yes, that is my. He is only alive because he's that good.
Yeah. The Forsaken love a well
right.
calf.
And he's, I mean, that's the only way that Ishamael would put up with it. I mean, right? If the dick is good.
We've had a couple of questions, sorry. So what was Ishi's names before he went dark?
Elon, Morin, Tedranai.
Yeah, so that might help us with Valen with
is it weird? I think of them all as 3 different people. Like Elon, Ishamael, and Moradin almost have like separate like.
I do think
feel
Ishi and Moradin are very different.
But at the same time, I did think of that when I saw it on the wheel. I was like, we have Ishamael, but not Moradin. Then I'm like, well, with Ishamael, we can decide which of the 3 we want.
This is true. Yeah. And we
honestly,
had another.
I'm with Dana. Hot calves.
Hot
only
calves.
as the emoji. As the emojis.
Yes.
We fire leg.
Did we put Val and Luca with Sorellia on our last shipping, Kev asks?
Did we?
I don't think we did.
Was this just like my brain sort of like?
Maybe. I'd need to really hunt down my notes from that.
I know we had Sorellia, but I don't remember who she was with.
No.
I feel like it was Matt.
If she can do the channeling for the high rope act.
Okay, so
that's great.
Val and Luca and Ishi. My phone wanted to say Val and Lick something. I don't know. Val and Luca and Ishi.
Right.
And they are hot calves.
Hot calves. All right. I'm making notes about these as well. So maybe one day I'll actually, put the notes on the YouTube videos as I should do.
Right. And then we can like reference the list of previous shifts so that we don't have a repeat.
Yes. All right. Let me clear Ishi off the list, bring it back in, and let's give it a spin. First up, Avienda. Okay.
Ooh. Who are you manifesting for this, Bree?
Come, Bree, your choice.
I mean, honestly, she could have stabbed the hell out of Luca for me. So maybe Talonvor?
Talonvor.
Sorry,
So
guys.
wanna
I have
have
a grudge against the poor kid, but I really don't like him. So
a praying mantis type situation.
Talonvor.
You know what?
He is my enemy. He's my nemesis.
That's I want manifesting Moggy.
Satella. Okay.
All
right.
and this is very plausible. They were in Abu Dar for quite some time.
Yeah.
This is
I
true.
love me some Satala Anan. This is another one of those, like, legend. She's an icon in my mind.
She is awesome.
She likes to adopt hapless young, pretty chaos creatures, from what I can tell.
Right. She doesn't take any shit. I think Avienda would respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Avienda likes a firm hierarchy that she understands her place in. So that might be soothing after all these weird wetlanders.
So, segue for a moment, folks. At Threefold Talk, we are manifesting, whether with evidence or without, we'll leave that to your interpretation, folks. But Threefold Talk will be revealing the Avienda casting.
I believe
now,
in you.
Whether you think that's because we're just waiting to be given permission to reveal it, or whether we're making that up, I'm going to leave that entirely in your hands, viewers. But Beth thinks we might even reveal it tonight. Beth, do you really think I'd reveal it without all my co-hosts? No. I think they would not let me back to the Threefold Land and spear me to death.
Yes, you would be stabby stabbed.
I would definitely be stabby stabbed. Okay. Pavara, Avienda admires her resilience and ability to overcome major changes in her life. Yes.
That just gave me a thought. What if this ship occurs post-canon? Avienda has just gone through certainly has gone through a major change.
You mean she has no toe whatsoever?
Right. The results of her injuries. She's possibly unable to walk. So she's just become, disabled in a way that would be very difficult for the Aiel culture to adapt to, because the Aiel are shits in that particular way.
Mm-hmm.
At least in my headcanon they are. I mean,
I think that makes such sense that she's lost something as integral to her culture as channeling. She's lost something huge that her culture doesn't know how to handle. It probably just wants to, send her away so they don't have to mess with it, because they're fucked up, as you pointed out.
Yeah, no shade on the Threefold Talk,
but yes, therapists for everybody.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, they need Wise One Shelley more then, because Wise One Shelley gives great advice.
Shelley,
go right.
Yeah, Leia's right. One of my co-hosts is watching right now. Too much toads will overcome if you give that announcement here. Threefold Talk, very well, love it. Yeah, I like that idea.
So that, I mean, who knows? I don't know that Satala Anan had already kind of decided, her whole family had already packed up and, fucked out of town. And she was ready to, get up and go with them. She's not going to stay in Shan fucking controlled lands. Mm-hmm. And so, in this sort of the Aiel looking for their place, and Avienda being a wise one, and now, being disabled in the way that she is, I don't think that her post-canon transition, with all of the trauma and everything that happened to her, would be easy. And for Satella Anan to be somebody that she crosses paths with, someone who is not Aiel, to have that kind of perspective and relationship with her, especially in the absence of Rand, would be, I think that would be lovely.
I also think Avienda is going to have a particular role in shaping what comes after. That's always been my headcanon, because she and Elaine are sort of the bridge between, the Aiel and the Wetlanders as they go forward into this. Because they're going to be the two people who have a lot of power and influence on either side for many hundreds of years to come. So they've definitely, she's got a lot of responsibility. So I think having a sturdy presence in her life who, can take care of her a little bit and provide some perspective.
I feel like they could both mutually bond over Nynaeve absolutely not leaving them alone and trying to heal them both.
Oh gosh.
Oh wow. Yes.
That
That is something.
Because you know she would. You absolutely know she would.
Yeah, folks, this is why I have Master of the Deck and an expert guest with us, because I spin the wheel, I bring up names, I throw out the occasional tidbit here and there, or maybe suggest a ship name, but pretty much I'm relying a lot on my guests to bring in the expertise and the knowledge here. So, and they're ruling it tonight. We've had some suggestions with this ship. Lesmino says, I actually think these two would have an honor agreement between them, and both are so weirdly prim, they'd just be cool with an asexual relationship. So,
or
yeah.
like kind of like a queer platonic type thing.
Yeah.
I would love a like queer platonic life partner, someone who's just your person.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Your person.
We're getting some names. So we had Satavi.
Ooh,
cute.
I like
it.
Avian, Avianan, Avenel, I think. Avenel? Avenel? I think Avenel was how we say that.
Avenella.
Avenella. Yes, there we go. Avenella. I think that was... Yep, that was the last name suggested. Do we have one of our own? Or do we like any of those?
I like Satavi or Avenella, I think.
All right.
Yeah, those are
I don't
both
have anything
cool.
better than either of those two.
Okay.
I think I could spell Satavi, but Avenella has a very pretty ring.
Make sure I spell them correctly. I'm going to poll chat. Yeah. And...
Maybe like Avitala. No, that sounds dumb.
Which one? So we went Satavi
Sounds like
and
pasta.
Avinelli? Is that what the other one we said, was it? Or
Avenella.
Avenella.
Like Satala and Avienda. Avenella.
Okay. Chat, get in there and you can pick this ship name for us. So, cool. While you're picking that, we are going to get a couple more names. All right.
And then
First
I'm
one
going to get
out.
another beer after this ship, so
Go
it's
for it.
going to be you and Bree.
That's fine.
Lamgwin,
We have
coming out of the
Landwin.
gate pretty strong.
All right. We have...
You know his dick is big. All right, have fun
Wow.
getting started on that one, folks. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. That is something. Right. Landwin. When did they meet? I think we're gonna have to do some cannon waving here, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm thinking because it's definitely two paths that don't seem to intersect much.
No, I agree there. Okay. Right. Yeah, love that. They're just catching up. So, oh my god, poor language. Yeah. Oh, God, what are we gonna go with here?
I feel like whatever happens, Moggy's gonna get stabbed
Right. Okay.
by his girlfriend, like really
Okay,
quickly, because
So
she's not
maybe-
putting up with that.
No, this is true. All right, so maybe Lamgwin and his girlfriend, maybe they.
What is her
end
name?
up-
I can't remember. It's
Ah,
B
chat, help
something.
us out here.
Chat. B.
Yeah.
Bra,
So-
I don't remember.
One
He'll help
second.
us. Lamgwin's
Oh, no.
girlfriend.
That's not what I wanted
B
to do.
something.
Oh, you're just trying to find her name?
Yeah, what is it?
I know she is one of the Taborwins. I want to say, Brianna.
Yeah. Why
yes.
did I not
Brianna
remember
Taborwin.
that?
She's
Yeah.
like one of Lord
my
David
name.
Dobraine's cousins or something.
Oh, like Brianna's not my name, but it's so close to
Brianna
my name.
Taborwin. Are we saying that Brianna is Mogedian?
No, I'm saying she would stab Moggy, whatever happens. Like, Mogedian's getting stabbed
Yeah.
after this. So I feel like...
So you think that Lamgwin is compelled?
I think that, yeah, I think that probably what... This would require some sort of compulsion or, like, thing. And then...
I mean, Mogedian gets collared.
She does.
Yeah.
So what's her after?
I feel like we can let Lamgwin and Brianna join the guerrilla band of Sean Chan agitator. Look, I hold this headcanon, Precious, close to my chest.
No, I am with you 100%.
Right.
So imagine Maggedian as, a freed Damani. Do you think she would just immediately get back up on her bullshit?
I think it depends on how long it takes to free them. I think she was pretty close to broken before. My dog is really not into us shipping Forsaken. Do you protest?
Evil. Well, did he have a problem with Ishamael, or was his problem with Val and Luca?
That is also possible.
Is your dog her? I feel like I just misgendered
yes.
your dog. Okay, I apologize.
That's okay. Lyra does not like anything.
Barks
I
have
think,
no
right
gender.
now.
Yes.
She's got a very loud, angry 80-pound dog bark. So.
Oh bless.
All right. So maybe we'll finish this one up quickly.
I feel like my husband can deal with it. She's just gonna have to be happy out there.
I was gonna say we could finish this ship quickly and hopefully maybe maybe the next ship she likes it better.
I think that it would not take a lot at this point to break her. She's not exactly the most courageous of Forsaken. She had a really, really rough time last time, and while I'm not a super big fan of enslaving people, maybe Maggedian, if they're gonna fuck her up, I'm okay with it for a little bit. So, I think she might be kind of a little bit shot by the end of that second round.
Right, and evidently, Lamgwin was good for Brianna, and Brianna went through some shit before she made her way to Camelin and to Lamgwin. The way that she treated Morgaze was not particularly kind. It's also one victim speaking to another victim, so it's her own truth that she's speaking of. And I feel like that same energy might be something that she brings to Moghedian or to any of the freed Damani, in terms of
Oh, thank you guys.
moving forward.
Yeah,
Bree does have the best hair.
Thank you.
Both my guests have pretty awesome hair.
In a world where this actually, I'm just gonna go with this has kind of shattered her. Let's go with some borderline redemption here. She has regretted her sins and is broken. Then Brianna would be an interesting, sort of shut up, stop whining about it, get back.
Is Lamgwin just our conduit to the Brianna Moghedian ship?
Apparently I'm just backwards shipping this.
He's the third wheel.
Mm-hmm.
He is
the steady presence.
Well, Leia was suggesting a three-way,
Sorry, I'm just turning this all
no. When you've got a canon couple, they do need to be considered. We don't always need to just randomly kill off somebody's spouse in order to ship them. We don't
absolutely,
play it that way.
Yeah.
So, I like it. We're getting various things. So, in regards to the back on a bullshit question, Lesmione says yes, but Ed Headcan she also threes herself. Fudgy reckons she'd go to the land of madmen and go all Grendel on everyone's ass there and compel everybody into a servant.
I think that would be an interesting take for her, because the land of the madmen is supposedly chock full of fucking crazy ass male channelers, any of which who might be stronger than her. So
it's very possible. Leia's I think Moggy came in to spy on Ravine and meets Lamgwin as he's doing his guard thing, and some BDSM ensues, him taking control but her giving all the permission.
So service top.
Yeah. I don't know. So we're getting some fun names. Brella Moggy. That's for the trio.
Oh, so it's the OT3 here.
Yep. Tough Spider. Tough Spider. That's great. Mogwin. That sounds like Mogwai.
Mogwin is a nice one. I like that though.
Yeah, that's cute. Lamoggy. I think that's all the names, that I'm seeing. Tough Spider's quite cool. Mogwin is also quite cool.
I like Mogwin.
Mogwin?
Mogwin's pretty cute.
Okay, Mogwin.
Though I do like Tough Spider, but I don't like spiders in general. So
Fair enough. Speaking of names, I'm going to end the poll, and Satavi won the previous one, with 67% of the, or 66% of the votes. And folks, I went to check to see if I could vote on it in the stream rather than just in YouTube Studio, and I still can't even vote on it there. So yeah, I can't.
And the dog has quieted, so don't spin another Forsaken.
Okay, I have noted.
All right. You know what? First Forsaken out of the gate. It's gonna be Demon Dread.
Oh, Daddy Tam.
Ooh, Tam and Demon Dread would be fun. Didn't we have a whole like podcast episode about Tamon Dread?
Yes,
where
we did.
like hypothesized that Tam was Demon Dread.
Yes, Yumi and
it was Aradia.
Yes. And it was a slip of the tongue. Someone said instead of Tamon Dread.
They were trying to say Tamon Dread, yeah.
Yeah, they said Tamon Dread, and someone tagged me.
That just opens a whole wild door.
Yeah,
and we had fun with that one.
Wow, that was hilarious, and we did the whole episode. And then I was putting together the edit and like an advertisement for it, and it occurred to me, oh my god, we did not think of the fact that Tam was being played by the man who did Roose Bolton. And it's like totally would have fit in with all the things. We're like, see, they've set us up accidentally. Tam's going to be evil, but that was a lot of fun to record that one. I love that one. The dog's like, stop making Tam evil. All right,
who we get for Tam? Commentary continues. All right, who's Tam? I'm manifesting Bail Domon.
Elias.
Oh, I feel like we shipped this before. This is a good ship.
Have we shipped this before?
I feel like we did ship this before. I have a memory. Feel like I have a memory. Whatever, it's fine. Fucking go with it.
Chat will catch up in a second. The fun 20 to 30 second delay on YouTube. Gotta love it. I can't have a shorter delay though, because otherwise the closed captioning can't work that runs live. So yeah, you have to deal with that.
Tam is a shepherd. And Elias is a wolfman.
That is cool. See, I was going to go 20 years ago for a warder and an Ilianer. What was he?
Oh yeah, he's one of the companions.
Yeah. Some little soldier.
Right. So before he became a wolfman, interesting.
Yeah, I was thinking, we could do some backstory there. Well, Tam was off. Fight.
And there could be some kind of reunion in the future.
Yeah, young and exploring.
Nice and spicy. Because
maybe he can come back after, because now, Perrin is the Lord of the Two Rivers, so great time. So we can have a second chances romance between these two men who met during the Aiel War.
Yeah.
Now, this is similar to the suggestion. So I put a comment in Master of Deck's Discord server in one of the channels there. And it was pairing up. So my roommate's cousins read the books and thinks that Perrin and Rand should be a couple, because what better husband does a sheep herder need than a man who can control wolves?
Right.
And then we called it. Go.
What did you? No, I was just going to say, I don't know if you have that GIF on hand that Bree uses that she called tension.
Damn me, 1 second.
Tension, all in caps.
Where is it?
I'm fucking sorry. The way that Rand swallows while he's staring, it seems to be directly at Perrin's mouth. That moment was just like, I literally just yelled at
visible
my screen.
Swallow.
Just fucking kiss. Oh my god, such intensity right there. Like missed opportunity for like, it was never about Egwene. Like, come on, man.
Lyra, you're not allowed to protest this one.
No,
and it's too large to be put in. That's what it's telling me. The file is too large to seriously? That's not
Alyssa
fair.
made one. It's in the Queer Ships channel. It's another GIF, but that could also be too large. Who knows? Point being. Anyway, aside from the Swan and Moraine stuff, that was definitely the gayest moment in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Rand and Perrin, chest to chest. Anyway, so Tam and Elias meeting up in battlefield conditions, you might say. I mean, like, there's a lot of like boredom and downtime when one is a soldier fighting a war. It's not always fighting. And Elias as a warder, I mean, they probably wouldn't have really encountered one another until very near to the Blood Snow. And that was probably a confrontation that everybody saw coming. Tensions were high. And, Tam himself being something of a swordsman? Are we just going for another sparring scene here? I feel like we might be.
Feels like it. Doesn't it?
But Tam hasn't always been like, the stolid person that he is now. And I feel like the Elias of yore, who is older than Lan, and taught him much, and then, Tam must have been younger than him as well, probably not by very much, but Elias certainly would have been somebody who might have seen, Tam as a young, but obviously very good, soldier, as someone who he could help, maybe mentor a little bit, the same way he did with Lan.
Yeah, I like it. So what
and
is
then
chat
years
saying?
later.
Well, that's kind of what we got here. So Tam runs into him one day while hunting out one day, and they share a few apple brandies, reminiscing over their war days with Perrin's army.
Ooh, here's another fun one. What if when Elias ran away, Tam was one of the people, he went to Tam?
Ooh, I like that. This is one of those like 7 times fix. The 7
right,
times.
5 times Elias and Tam, like the 5 plus 1, right? 5 times Elias met left Tam Althor, and one time
he didn't.
And one time he didn't.
Yeah. Okay, so
hey,
what are we
these two both lived through the last battle. Like, they both beat the trope. The teacher didn't die, and the dad didn't die. Sorry, spoilers, I guess. You knew what you were getting into.
Yeah, there's literally a banner running across the screen saying spoilers, folks. So,
right.
If you haven't realized that, then
I didn't realize.
I'm still trying to work on this.
I was getting the tension gif for chat. I have tweeted it, so I'm going to put it in the chat.
Excellent, wonderful. All right, Tam and Elias. What's our ship name? You can't have Wolf Shepherd because that's already Perrin and Rand.
Wolfherder is what you had.
Wolfherder. There we go. Yeah. Wolfherder is already the ship name for Perrin and Rand. Taken.
I'm trying to make this GIF into, something I can display on the screen that's small enough. It's just annoying. So, but yeah, tell us, chat, what name are we using here? Masher Al4. Lots of Zaddy energy in this ship.
Yeah, there is.
God, no, we're back to the spider ones from there. Rarin.
I'm trying to see if I can just like.
Nice. Elam.
Look at the way he swallows. Look at
it. Right. Okay, let me
just
try this again.
Directly at his mouth.
Yeah, that's an intense swallow.
It is, isn't it?
It's Oscar worthy. The Oscar goes to Yasha Stradowski for the gayest moment in the Wheel of Time. Well, second gayest. Obviously, Swan and Maureen absolutely just run that category.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, moving on. Ship name.
Yeah. Let me try that again. See if that works. Okay. Don't do that stupid thing.
Eliam.
Yeah. Talias.
Talias. That's a fun one.
Talias is quite cute, isn't it? I don't know. Elam and Talias, I think, is what we're torn between. Bree?
I think I like Talias. I think I'm feeling that. I don't know why.
Okay.
It's a good one.
Talias. All right.
Also,
they're both very good, though.
Yes. Spoiled for choice. Tam and Elias. Now, I just have a very strong memory. I feel like we shipped those two before, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, possibly.
Maybe it was no, it wasn't Elias and Rand.
Right. I think I have this loaded up. There we go. How's that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Tension!
Tension, folks. Tension. Tension. Right.
More like at attention.
Yes, that is what I tweeted out during the official watch party on Twitter, because I'm sorry, there was
a lot of tension there.
It was the appropriate thing to tweet out.
I feel I was also live tweeting mine. Gareth Bryn. I got just daddy after daddy tonight.
This is the daddy episode, folks.
Right?
Welcome.
My God, we've gotten Ruark and Logain and
Tam?
Elias and Tam. Lamgwin's pretty daddy. Basil Gill is absolutely daddy. Come on. The only man that hasn't been daddy tonight is fucking Couladin.
Yes.
and Val and Luca.
This is true. We've had a request from Beth. How about Eliam Talias as the full name?
That sounds like a Harry Potter spell.
It does.
I'm not gonna lie.
I love that. That's great. All right. So, are we manifesting anyone for?
My man, I want Gaul. The two people that I always will be disappointed if they don't come through are Rand and Gaul.
Okay.
And I suppose Galad. Rand, Gaul, and Galad. They're just like fun to ship with other people.
Yeah. All right. So one of those. Okay. Do you have any preference, Bree, or you just you?
I don't know. Is Tom on there?
Tom
is
right in between Farid and Agelmar.
Okay, come on.
All right. Let's see what we're getting, folks. 7.
Gareth Bryn and Seban Balmer.
Right. Okay.
These two do not have any interaction in canon, as far as we know. But Seban Balmer worked for one of the other great captains.
He did.
And so I feel like Gareth Bryn might have been somebody who could also respect a man like Seban Balmer.
Mm-hmm.
And treat him better than Pedron Nile did, I think.
Let's like have an alternate universe where instead of like having to work for the White Cloaks, he got to go work for Gareth Bryn and be respected for his immense talents in spy mastering.
Right?
I mean, how happy was that dude when Perrin, who is fairly clueless, just didn't treat him like shit? Like that's like a man who needs a
you believe me and take me seriously.
Universe.
You respect my opinions and my thoughts. And Perrin's like, yeah, obviously.
This is very, very true. All right.
The last time we had Uno and Seban Balmer.
We did. What did we call that one? Something about Dusty.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember.
Something Dusty anyway.
Point being, I do like this alternate universe that the Dusty Ball.
Wow.
Also, like Beth just said, he would find out everything. Seban Balmer would have found out that Ravine was like in the frickin'.
Oh, absolutely.
He would have saved Morghese. He would have averted all of that.
Exactly. If we had Seban Balmer on deck, I suppose, he would have gone to Gareth Bryn immediately, because this man flies under the radar, right? It's a similar situation to what happened in Amadecia, right? Fucking takeover happens, no one suspects Balmer of anything. He's just the secretary, right? Meanwhile, he spirits Morghese and fucking sweaty Talonvor all off into the night. And then in our alternate universe here, where perhaps Gareth Bryn getting banished would have been the first fucking clue, right? Yeah. So,
see, I think Seban would have figured it out before that even happened. I think he would have averted all of it. He was just too smart because he would have been overlooked.
Gareth Bryn. He's like, my lord, I believe this man. Can channel. Maybe he doesn't automatically know he's one of the fucking Forsaken or whatever, but he's like some bullshit's going down.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. This is definitely the alternate universe where this is,
Do we still think that there's a sort of Jeeves and Wooster type relationship between Gareth Bryn and Seban Balmer, or do you think they have something more? Are these men just like very deep, a deep bond of respect colleagues? Or do you think that, the chain of command doesn't matter to Gareth Bryn in this situation? He's like,
I kind of like what Leia said. I think that they find their own way, their own what love and romance looks like for them. This sort of the platonic life partner forever thing. They've got the perfect. I do think. Well, no, I mean, Bryn can't care too much about propriety because he was, jumping on the queen.
Yeah.
So I mean, but chain of command probably isn't his.
Somebody under his command, he might have felt a little bit like about that could have been a thing. But maybe also, you're right. Maybe they don't care. And just for the sake of terminology, in non-sexual is better terminology than asexual. If we're just talking about relationships, because we don't necessarily want to mix romantic orientation and sexual orientation.
Yeah.
In these contexts, just for clarity's sake, because an asexual relationship does not mean that it couldn't be a romantic relationship, but we're also ascribing a sexuality in that case when we use the word asexual.
Thank you very much for that.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
No, it's good. It's good to be clear about the words and the terminology.
Absolutely.
I was not necessarily thinking aromantic, I don't think. But I'm not sure. I don't know. I think
you think maybe
Bryn,
this was a longing situation?
I think that this is one of those things where it could sneak up on you as you just fall in love with someone because you've got that meeting of the minds thing. They're like the perfect complements to each other.
Like they're basically married?
Yeah.
And then, everyone around them is like, my God, will you just they're like the getting together fic. Everyone's just waiting, these two, fucking talking late into the night. Seven Balwer throws a blanket over Gareth Bryn when he falls asleep at his desk or some shit.
When he's sick of maps.
Right. Knows exactly what to avoid in all the letters that he reads from people and is like, this is basically bullshit, but here's the important bits.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. I think that's nice.
Yeah, I like that. We have a name suggestion.
Ooh.
Sweaty Talonvor. I don't know why Sweaty Talonvor. That doesn't work. But
what? Talonvor is not even here.
Exactly.
I was just shitting on Talonvor from before.
Yeah.
Right? If Seven Balwer can get Sweaty Talonvor out of Amadisia, he can get, I don't know, Stinky Robin out of Camelin. Sweaty Talonvor and Stinky Robin.
If they pop up together, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Talonvor and Robin's not on the list.
Okay.
Oh wait, you say that? I feel like he might be.
Is he? I thought we took him off. We try not to put rapists on the list.
Yeah. I mean,
he's not my favorite.
No, he's not in there.
Right.
That's
Just from a point of to make sure that none of us are uncomfortable, but it's also then you don't have to automatically begin from a sense of okay, we need to go for an alternate universe here in which this person is not a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Different, spicy on a different stream, but not this one.
Indeed. So Kev was saying that wasn't
a suggestion.
Okay. Sorry,
wow,
Kev. You just decided to throw Sweaty Talonvor in there. Fair enough. Just lolling at the phrase you used. Okay.
For a second, I thought he was saying it wasn't a suggestion. No, that's a ship name. You're gonna fucking like it.
So we have Dusty Old Man. Oh no, sorry, not Dusty Old Man. Kev's Dusty Bull. Dana loves that Dusty Old Man. Dusty Bull is the only suggestion we've had so far for a ship name. Technically speaking, although Seraph,
there's
Brilwer, Seventh Brewer. Just for I feel like we should put that down just so we can hear people trying to pronounce that.
Seraph Brewer.
Seraph Brewer.
All right.
Borith.
There must be some sort of something here. We've got Spy Masters and
Garon, but it sounds a little bit too much like Garen, which is Gaul and Perrin.
The Spy General, General Spies, Borith, yeah,
Balbrun, fits together. Sounds like a Lord of the Rings villain.
Balbrun. My God. Now Kev's getting another thing. He's picturing Bora at his desk working on some puzzle. Prin standing behind him with his hands on Seven's shoulders, telling him he works too hard. To which Seven replies with a slow smile. Aww. Okay, let's be nerdy. Bird Bone Boy and the Bull. I enjoy the alliteration there.
It's like a lot of bees right there.
Yeah. The General Master. Borith was appreciated. Generally
I
dusty.
also like Borith.
Generally dusty. That's clever. Generally dusty.
Generally dusty.
Brent, are we going for Borith?
I'll put Balrith in there as a placeholder.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Borith. Okay.
That was our 10th ship of the evening. Not that I'm like saying we have to stop or anything. I'm just saying like time fucking flies.
Is a good tongue twister, Jenny. Bird boy. Bird bone boy and the bull. I can't say it. Is that what it was?
Bird bone
boy and the bull.
Yep.
It's like a roller coaster.
I cannot say it. I have R problems from when I grew up in Maine. If you put R's in weird places, I still get confused. Bird bone boy.
Maybe it should be bird bone boy in the bull. Okay, we've done 10 ships. Let's get some more on the go, folks. We haven't done a trilogy yet.
The list is the names are getting bigger because the list is getting smaller.
Yep. Taim. Okay.
Okay, boy.
Sexy villain.
Sexy villain, folks.
Sexy villain. Who am I manifesting? I don't know who I'm manifesting. Logain's gone, so it can't be him. And Andral.
Well, we done this?
Oh dear!
Didn't we do this?
Did we do this? I feel like we did have Andral, but I don't think it was Taim.
Oh, we had Andral with someone who was evil, didn't we?
Did we? Maybe it was Daemon
We
Red.
did. I feel like we.
I don't remember. Whatever. Someone else will. We don't keep lists. We go through chaos.
It's terrible for this. It's not that I don't want to ship them, but I feel like we have done this ship.
Well, I mean, do you not want to like go through it? I'm not like it's your call. Because I could ship the hell out of these two.
I feel like I do feel like we've done this one, so I'm gonna put Andral back in the mix and spin out another second.
All right. Let's spin someone else.
Narishma.
We get another one of the Ashtaman.
Yeah, they're really. This wheel wants.
The wheel
wants what the wheel wants, Rob.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Done. Fine. Narishma.
Could you imagine if you spun it again and it gave us Imaran? Oh, love this. Okay. So, let's see.
These are those ones that are like almost too easy, but they're also difficult because, like, man, they spend a lot of time in very close quarter.
They're already putting out ship names. Tamdrol, Mandrol. This is what I wanted. Oh, like I feel like I've let everyone down now by taking that out. And then
I feel like we have to put all three of them together now.
Do I need to put Andral back in the mix?
I think this needs to be all three of them.
All right, let's do all. We haven't done a trilogy yet. Let's do all three of them. Okay.
So we get our OT3 on here, the first like official.
All right, let me go into the list and just remove Andral so he doesn't pop back up again. But yeah, where are we going with this?
The Master that give me your tame headcanon here. What point was he at the point of no return on the evil slide? Is there a way that if Rand hadn't just sort of like treated him like shit and wandered off that he could have like decided to be good, or do you think he was just coming in hot?
I think that my personal headcanon here is I think that Mazrim Taim was always ambitious, right? You know, he wanted some sort of power, possibly like a different flavor of ambition from Logain, who, you know, he also, you know, wanted that power, but he had a desire to like do something really profound with it as well. I think Taim may not have been, you know, altruistic about his own, but at the same time, I don't know that Mazrim Taim ever set out to become, you know, a total piece of shit, basically. And so he was sort of given an ultimatum. You know, if we're setting aside the idea that Robert Jordan had always wanted him to be Daemon Dread, right? If he'd always been his own character. So, in my thought here is that Moradin basically shows up one day and gives him kind of like a bit of a join or die sort of situation. And who is Taim going to ask for help in that situation? You know, because Rand can't be in the same room with him without Lews Therin losing his absolute mind. Yeah. And so he kind of like almost doesn't have a choice because he doesn't know who to trust. He doesn't know what to do. And I feel like there could have been a point at which, you know, maybe Andral happened upon Taim like in the minutes after some sort of encounter like that, or sort of like, you know, you're running out of time, you know, to make your choice, that sort of thing. And thus the secret is revealed, but only to Andral and the other person he can trust at that time, Jahar Narishima.
I like
so
that.
We have these two baby channelers who are Taim's port in a storm.
Yeah.
I always felt like Andral was someone that, if you weren't going totally toxic, I mean, he's actually a lot more powerful and useful than, the people at the tower give him credit for with his little tricks. So I think that, he's I can see him being reassuring to someone in trouble. I mean, he is the perfect getaway driver. He's, he can take you anywhere you want to go at any time, no questions asked, no matter what. So if you're on the run from the Forsaken, that's not unuseful. So I like the idea that there was a turning point at which he could have come back, and in that point, those two guys, there for him, and he has some sense of family and also some respect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that Rand's head buddy wanting to murder him constantly can't have been the funnest thing ever. So maybe a little support and respect. Let's bring him back from the dark side. Let's avert that in a world where he was not, because he was not one of the Forsaken. And if I am going to say anything as an author, it is the right to retcon anything you haven't committed to.
Absolutely.
You can't hold my notes against me. You cannot hold my proposals
I never
against
said
me.
it, and so it's not true.
Yep.
We do have one correction for you though, Bree. Pavara says perfect gateway driver.
Perfect.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes. Yes. There
Hey,
you
could
go.
you imagine those
driver.
Or a
three
gateway
coming up
driver.
with some kind of trap or something? If they were able to, if they tried to play the long game or something, with that all, and trying to have people pretend to be turned or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there's some spy opportunities there. Tame could have been Varen 2.0.
Yeah.
Also a leader who respected Andral's ability could have had him just opening gateways, dropping Forsaken into frickin' Dragon Mount,
Yeah.
Right.
Let's be creative here.
Cast him into the fire.
We're taking Andral's gateway ability seriously and using it in a way that it can be used well. Possibly even bringing Logain into this thing eventually, where they're able to kind of evacuate the Black Tower basically before it becomes before it gets attacked or inundated or whatever you might call, or before they try to turn Taim basically.
Yeah.
That could have been the threat. Is you can do this willingly, or I can make you do it.
Yeah. All right. We've had some name suggestions. Sorry. So we had.
I have to step away for just a second. So
No worries.
I'll see what you come up with.
No, Mandrashima. Nourish Mazimudro. Nourish Mazimudro.
I respect these and do not think I could say them.
Yeah. I know, right?
Nourish Mazimdral.
Yeah.
Nourish Mazimdral?
Nourish Mazim. Yeah. Okay. That's a fun one to say.
It is quite clever.
Tamarishma Gates.
I do like the gate thing.
Yeah, the gate works. Kev. Rishma Troll really rings off the top. Yeah, whatever, buddy. I think Temarish.
I don't know. Maybe we just need to call it gateway drivers.
The gateway drivers. Yeah, the gateway drivers. Yeah, just
That's
that.
what
Yeah,
Tame needed. Tame needed the gateway drivers.
Yep.
Take him away from the dark side.
Nadralame. Okay. Yeah. We think we might just be going with the gateway drivers.
I'm trying to name the ship the gateway drivers.
The gateway drivers. Some of these alternate universes are super fun.
Yeah, we had Mandrashima. Then Kev's really nice roll off the tongue. Nourish Mazindral.
Nourish Mazindral.
Nourishment.
That definitely sounds like a geographical location in
or a drug.
Mordor.
Or
a drug.
Yeah.
Navara, we'll come pick you up. We'll come pick you up, okay?
What?
Okay,
what?
so
What?
We can't abandon Navara. Androl has to come get her eventually.
Oh, right. Yeah. This is true. Yes. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, right. We can't just we're not going to hand.
I missed it. This was originally suggested by Matt Stagger. As a man symbol. I was like, oh my god. I like the Gateway Drivers as a group name, perhaps. What are we? We're kind of stuck here, aren't we? This one. This is a tough one. All right, executive decision.
I'm settling with my Gateway Drivers.
Yep, you're the guest.
I love it.
Gateway Drivers.
All right, my phone desperately wanted to autocorrect that, and I didn't let it.
Okay.
All right, excellent.
Oh, Dane Lou.
But I feel like we're a little there haven't been many women in our ships yet, and I know there are plenty of them in that wheel.
Dane Lou has also suggested Ashaman Sheaf instead of Ashaman Kill. Wow.
Well, I mean, the sex between all of these people would be hot. I mean, especially with all the one power they're packing.
This is true. This is very true. Okay. It's just
manifesting Gaul. Gaul. Gaul and Nynaeve. I think that'd be a fun ship.
Right. Elaine.
Okay.
So you did say we weren't getting
Elaine
women, so we.
Whom?
All right, Elaine and
my chaos baby.
Gaul. Watching me Gawain.
It's gonna be
oh, it's fucking Gawain, is it?
No! Why? I am this emoji right now. I am this emoji.
Spice. Look, you know that Survivor gif, that reaction gif, where you've got the two women on either side who are going, and then there's the dude in the middle that just slowly grins, starts laughing. And
oh wow.
me.
Okay,
Take us away.
I'm making an executive decision.
You decide which way I mean. Take us away.
And on Valentine's Day, I don't think I'm going to ship brother and sister. So
all right,
we'll do a respin there, folks. I'll leave them in the list. We might pull them out again. But yeah, also chat is overwhelmingly saying no. Bashir, Elaine and Bashir.
Okay. I feel like that could be an interesting situation. She was very unhappy that a Saldaean general was in her city.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one who was managing her front of the war, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's got a little general action.
Like Bramewood, I think. Like that was the whole situation there.
I think there's some interesting stuff there. Man, Fail's not gonna like that.
I'm enjoying chat where we previously had my eyes, my brain, my head. Just no.
Oh, you sweet summer children.
No.
Not to make a Game of Thrones reference at a very pithy time or anything.
I'd stop. Respin. I need a shower. Next, do over. Yeah.
Look, you were here for the episode where we got the Randon Galad on the spin. Sometimes you just gotta set your moral compass aside, and see where life takes you.
We do, absolutely. We do definitely do that occasion. I mean, Halloween we did a monster fucking edition, where we threw in various monsters, and we had Mary Frenzy, the Dark Mother of Fairyland, join us for that. So, yeah. Wait, no Laris on the wheel? Are you sure?
Laris is not on the wheel? Fuck that!
How is Laris not on the wheel?
I feel like Laris used to be on the wheel. Maybe we had an updated edition that had Laris on the wheel, and then we didn't use that one. Point being, we can add people on the wheel now. It's all good.
Laris is on the wheel now, I'll tell you that.
While we are doing that, so I think that, not that we always need to.
No innuendo is in the chat.
Not that we always need to dive.
I'm watching you.
directly for the mentor studentship, but I mean, Elaine is acting as a general here, right? And she's
Yes.
obviously grew up with Morgase, a wonderfully competent ruler, and who is a character that I actually enjoy quite a lot. And Davram Bashir is also, he's not just nobility and in line for a throne, something he's got experience with, but he's one of the great captains, right? And this is somebody that, while they're working in that capacity, could be in a position to be giving her, advice, like on, battle tactics and that sort of thing. And I think that Elaine, for as irritated as she is that he's been camping out, thank you, Bavara. For as irritated as she is that he was sort of like camping out in her city and her territory while Rand was holding Camelin, like she would understand that, I believe, eventually, possibly after speaking her mind to him at great length. And we know how hot the Saldaean men find getting yelled at.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they like a forceful lady, and she is that.
This is very true, very, very true.
Yeah. I also think that Dira would like Elaine, which is very important in this situation.
Yes.
Kev, Dira and Davram Bashir are having a very loud argument, but also fucking. Elaine walks in to break up the argument because she always wants to do that, and doesn't knock because she never does that either.
Also true. And then we get like the situation where it's like, instead of leaving, she stays.
I'm down with that. I think
or
this
like
is a fling.
Dira's like, well, you're already here, just get in.
Yes.
I think
Like,
this
whatever
is a
you need to talk about, we'll
frustrated,
talk about after.
the world is ending fling. That's what we need right here.
Well, maybe Dira's
Let's
just like,
try to
look,
induce that labor so we can get on with life.
yes, that you'll be better off if we can induce labor, or
It's a
just
Saldaean secret. A threesome always induces labor.
yes. Maybe she's just tired and be like, look, he's got a lot of energy today, too much for me. Can you just take a spin, give me a break? Yeah, all sorts of things. Lots of options there. I like this. No one in this series knocks. Yes. Oh, Meluendo, you're gay. We're gonna have Meluendo on one of these streams, Master of the Deck, because it's just gonna be.
Yeah, I need that in my life.
Davdira Lane.
Davdira Lane. Hey, that's a good one.
That is. I like that one.
I like this one. It rolls off the tongue.
We did have Devlane earlier, and then mostly it was horror at Gawain. And
Beth, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly. Yeah, just instead of covering it with like Cullen did, you just gotta jump in there, Elaine.
She would be.
I love that.
Elaine's got an adventurous spirit.
I love this. So Lesbia is like, no one in this series knocks.
Doors
It
or
was
boots?
like doors or boots.
Good pun.
All right.
Good pun.
So
No,
we,
I was
we're doing...
actually talking to someone the other night on a podcast that we were recording, and she was like, "Why does everybody walk in on each other naked constantly? Does this happen to other people in real life? Just constantly walking in on people naked?" I was like, "That's a good point, but
No, absolutely. No, I mean, like, in my entire life, I think I've maybe accidentally, like, you know how sometimes you have single stall public bathrooms and people, like, forget to lock the door? I think that's maybe happened to me 3 times in 30 years. Right? That's how, like, worried I am that I'm going to accidentally walk on someone in a private moment.
Beth, I'm going to tell you, I have one fanfic on AO3 under, like, a secret name, and it's a Cullen fanfic. So that I restarted my fanfic account for my One Dragon Age fanfic.
Love it.
Nice.
That's what's on there.
Look, I bought that game so that I could get into the fanfic because I've seen so much of it from fanfic authors that I enjoy. And then, like, the next week, my Xbox 360, like, gave up the ghost. And I haven't bought, like, you know, a remastered version that's, like, compatible with an Xbox One yet. So, oops.
I do love those games. I mean, they're great for the people who like the banging. Yes, I really do have a Cullen fanfic on there, and it is banging. So
there we go.
Maybe I'll drop the links later.
Rated E. All right, so we
We had
have Bashir and Elaine, and it was Davdir Elaine. That was the name of the ship,
Elaine.
right?
We did get Iron Bull as well, but I do like Davdir Elaine. That was it. So, all right, we've been going for an hour and 40. How many do you want to do? A few more matchups? What are we thinking?
I mean, I haven't gotten Gaul or Rand yet, which I feel like I
Try
need
to get
at
her
least one
Gaul
of
or
those
Rand.
to satisfy.
We're going to try and get Gaul or Rand. Laris is in there now, folks, right there for you.
I mean, we haven't had Asmodean. Not that, like, I mean, we could be here all week, you know.
Yeah,
but
absolutely. This is very true. So,
come on.
Right, give that a spin. Asmo. Okay.
I was just saying, Asmo.
Yeah.
All right.
Asmo. All right.
Sexy evil bard.
Yep. Okay. And is this where you pull out Laris?
Rand.
Okay. Rand. Laris is where is Laris? Laris is in there. There's Laris right there. The yellow one.
And Rand's right a couple above there. So.
Yep. There's Rand up there. So okay. Asmodean and Alana.
Oh.
Okay. Now here's where we can go: book Alana or show Alana.
I mean, we don't know how far apart from each other they're going to get so far. We could
True.
Say that it's book Alana, but played by Priyanka Bose.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I like that option. Okay.
So here's a fun thought. What if Asmodean lives? Because he dies before Alana forespawns Rand.
Mm-hmm.
That could be an interesting dynamic. You know, Asmodean living and being Rand's teacher, and now Rand has that bond in his head. And so, Asmodean could be trying to sort of either run interference on that or
I have a wild AU for you.
All right, gimme. I want to hear it.
What if she force spawns Asmodean instead? What if she finds out?
Interesting.
Gets her own bonded Forsaken.
Wow.
Interesting. You know what? That could be a fun situation where, they don't know. No one knows that Asmodean is a channeler, right? But he could become injured, and then Alana happens to be the grain that's around. And while she's delving him to heal him, she holy fuck, this man can channel, and go, bonds him. And the idea that there's some sort of threat there as well makes it slightly less skeevy that she force bonds him. Not very much less. That's still not a great beginning to a relationship here.
No. No, it generally is not my favorite. Yeah. But I mean, poor Asmodean. Poor Asmodean. I gave my mom or whatever to Fades. Maybe not poor, but
slightly out of favor currently.
He's not having the best run as far as his personal liberties are concerned, anyway. So I think that we need a. She accidentally
that is a very right, and it's kind of a I'm imagining Rand's reaction to this whole situation, where he probably blames Asmodean for it. How the fuck? I don't know how this is your fault, but it's definitely your fault. That sort of thing, which again, also in a situation that's super gross, corresponding, also not good. Mm-hmm. I don't want to seem like I'm laughing at that. I'm laughing at my mental image of Rand. Point being, there we go. Alana's snack.
Yes.
Nice.
The singing snack.
Singing snack.
The snack that made your heart sing.
I like the idea that she bonds him, even if it's maybe to save him or something, trying to help him. And then, but doesn't know.
Good point. Almost more like Brigitte and Elaine.
Yeah, and she doesn't know he's a Forsaken at the time, though. I wonder how much you could tell.
Right. Maybe she couldn't tell that. That's also a fun thing, because Alana, at least show Alana, we say, she is into saving, saving warders and whatnot. There could be a desperate situation, right? Rand doesn't know how to heal, which, alternate universe me thinks is dumb, and that wouldn't be the case. But Asmodean, horribly injured, dying, and Alana happens to be the only one that is around. Rand brings him to her, you need to save his life at all costs. I need him. that sort of thing. And she's like, well, I don't know the fuck why, but I guess here goes. And she's like, well, I'm not good enough at healing, so boom, bonded him. And then he lives and he wakes up and is like, we've got a problem. I'm bonded to it. I said die.
Yep.
Yeah.
Melinda's on top of the nimble fingers.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Nimble fingers.
yeah. Musicians have very nimble fingers, and Alana would be very good at marshalling those forces.
All right. You know what? I like this. You have that AU is something I can ship.
Yep, and then Leia's just getting into the full group sex thing here. So Alana lets Asmo play while her warders pleasure each other, and then they all join in eventually.
No, we're just getting into the hedonistic fuck room.
Yeah, her own little sex bard. That's what they call
Sex
it.
bard.
Oh.
Oh,
You know Osmo would be into a threesome or a gangbang, obviously.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Yeah.
so we need a ship name now, don't we?
No, sex bard.
The sex bard.
The sex
There we go,
bard.
done. The ship name and the fanfic name.
Love this. Okay,
Asmo,
so
the bard of
Alana-
sex. All right, let's spin a couple names.
We'll let chat handle that. We'll spin the wheel again. Randergall.
Uno.
Randergall. Uno.
Ooh.
All right.
Uno with
Guy
Randergall.
Roberts.
I could be fine with either of these things. Or unless you
I love
want to
this.
hide it and wait until the wheel gives us Randergall.
No. We'll
Let
put
the
Uno
wheel
in.
weave as it wills. If
Exactly.
we don't get Randergall in the next 2 ships, then we can be done. We can make it our final one.
Okay. I love this. This is entertaining. It's a fun side note. Guy Roberts does actually watch a fair amount of what I do. And
Who has?
Guy Roberts.
Oh my god!
He loves
Guy!
watching. He watches Threefold Talk, for example. So I'm betting
Oh
he's
my
ended
gosh,
up
that
watching
means
this.
he might have seen some of our other shipping bullshit. Oh my god.
Potentially, but now I'm curious.
Look away, Guy. Look away.
Who are we gonna
This
pull
is
out for
why
Guy
I've told Matt Hatch that if Yasha is ever on inside the Wheel of Time, or we ever get him on the show, I'm just gonna change my name, flee to a different state, and just be just play it cool, guys. I've never said anything thirsty about this man ever in my life. That's not who I am. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't
sure.
fucking rat me out here.
Well, we are. Guy Roberts is getting cheered. Oh.
All right,
that's
Uno
great.
and Chiad.
Uno and cheered. All
Okay,
right.
well, he probably. I mean, the IEL are down with polyamory. I suppose
Indeed, yeah.
Gaul might want to fight him, but.
I love this comment here from Leia. Threefold Talk is obsessed with Uno. Yes.
Right. Well, I mean, Uno gets injured in the last battle and has to go to
Mhm.
Mayenne, and then Chiad's obviously a guy shine there. Romance blossom,
Mm-hmm.
and then Chiad tosses over Gaul for Uno. So sad.
Aw.
Gaul has to go to Perrin.
Brother Stonewolf.
If you leave
This
it
is
to me,
great.
I'm just gonna keep adding them. I mean, we'll keep Bane and Chian, and throw Gaul in. Perrin and Fael can come too. It's just a party.
And you know what? Why not
Wow.
Berylane and Galad while they're there?
I mean, sure.
Yeah,
It's just an orgy in Mayenne. Come on, that's the name of the fanfic.
The orgy. Oh my god. They're loving this.
Why not everyone?
My co-hosts in chat are absolutely loving this right now. They're just yes, it's fucking That's great. That's great. Okay.
I think that Uno would love some violent stabby ladies. I mean, that just feels perfect to me.
And
Yes.
the ship name is obvious. It's Chuno.
Chuno. Is that just CHUNO? Chuno. Oh, look, there we go. How'd you think you lost that eye? It was a bad night of Maiden's Kiss.
Hey. Did we ever get a ship name for Osmodian and Alana?
I just
Yes.
said sex
Madonna.
bard.
The sex
The
bard.
sex bard? Fuck it, why not?
Kev's like Uno dos chess. Uno dos chiad.
Oh man. G Atuno.
Oh god, that's great. Right.
All right, spin the fucking wheel again. Let's go.
We don't have a ship name for this though, do we?
I said it was Chuno.
Oh, Chuno. Yes, sorry, Chuno. Yes, Chuno. We don't talk about Chuno. Right. Okay. Let's see. What are we getting? Talmanis.
Hey.
Interesting. Okay, well,
Nice.
I mean, the obvious answer here is Matt, but let's see what the wheel gives us. I bet it's gonna give us something weird like Ty Lee.
It is very guy heavy tonight, isn't it? Really, the wheel.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
A lot of dick in the wheel today.
Theron.
Theron.
I love this.
Oh my god.
I love this.
This is amazing. This is
All right, Bree, you take the lead.
okay.
Well, I feel like this is. I would like somehow. I'm trying to figure out if I can get Talmanis to accidentally save her.
To accidentally like save her life.
I feel like anyone could. I don't know. What did that letter say? Can you brush off?
Oh, right. The letter said something about like there was going to be an attack on Camelin.
Yes.
I think the Talmanis of Robert Jordan, perhaps not necessarily the Talmanis of Brandon Sanderson. I think he would have been like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, Matt," and then just reads the letter,
Yes.
right? To make sure, because he knows, right? He knows Matt is Matt, right? And it's like, okay, dude, and Aes Sedai gave you this letter. I'm gonna read it and make sure that you have not left me in some weird fucking bullshit like the last time you ran off and didn't come back for a long ass time, okay?
Yeah.
Because he's the second in command, so of course he like reads the letter the next day and he's like, I see, we have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, you know, I don't know, maybe like Tomas has already gone off to like make his amends, and then Talmanis like shows up and he's like, hey, so about that letter, it's all taken care of. And she's like, oh, I see. What if she like bonds him as another warder?
Oh.
But Talmanis is just like, well, I mean, like, if we need to communicate about these things, we need a way that we can stay in touch with each other. And being a warder is an easy way for you to find me.
Yes, this is true.
Low obligation warderhood.
Yeah, I want him to like, you know, do the responsible. Yes, this is exactly what I'm thinking. Read the letter.
Leia reckons it doesn't say about an attack, just that she may not be back in time.
Right, it said something like about the Waygate or some shit, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Like that Trollocs would use the Waygaters, and I don't know.
I feel like whatever it was enough information to avert crisis, because
right.
like that was the whole point. Because Matt was supposed to open it, so
right. And Talmanis is Kyrianan. He would know, like, this woman left this letter with you with the full expectation that you would read it, and now you've left being stubborn and stupid, saying, of course I'm not going to fucking read it. Because I'm me. And then he rolls his eyes and is like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, so he needs to, like, save the day in Andor, rush off,
right.
You know, stop.
And then on his way in, he's just like, there was some weird, like, shadowy dude, like, hanging out in the hallway. I think he was going to kill you. I took care of that.
Also, I saw some Sean Chan on my way in. So in this version, Talmanis just stalks everything.
Exactly. Talmanis
I don't know why he's
MacGuffin
suddenly like
here.
the hero, but
exactly.
He's not the hero.
Deus ex Talmanis. There we go.
Yes.
We got Talmanis in the machine here. Or I totally mistranslated. God in Talmanis or whatever.
You're not wearing
Talmanis ex machina. There we go.
Yeah, I'm trying to go like Talmanis is not the hero we deserve, but he's the hero we need right now. However that analogy goes, I can't remember.
It is.
Whatever it is, yeah, I can't remember. Okay, we need a ship name.
Goes. I mean, Valmanis is kind of a
Valmanis, yeah. Talverin? Nah. It's almost like Taviran, isn't it, Talverin?
I mean,
well,
to
if
be
he does
fair,
all the saving, he will
right?
be Talverin. So Talverin.
He Talverins his way to glory, to victory.
Yeah, I'll put
like, I like this. Not Taviran, Talverin.
Talverin, yes. Very nice.
When you
very
need
nice.
all your problems solved quickly.
Okay. We're trying to get through ships fairly quickly because we want to get Rand or
Gaul. I'll be
Gaul.
satisfied with either of them. Not that we like if they don't show up in the next couple, like whatever. But,
yeah,
you know.
Egyanin.
Egyanin. I like Egyanin. She's one of my.
We do.
She's
And Lanfear. Fuck
and
yeah.
Lanfear.
Okay. We did just complain we get a lot of dick, so
Well.
you know.
Right. So now we got some not dick.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So.
Well, we do know that Lanfear certainly had a problem with any woman that was close to Rand, and may have wanted to investigate or otherwise keep tabs on those women.
I think
These better ideas than that.
This is a tough one.
honestly, I just want her to like get laid and then be like, "Oh, wait a minute, what have I been obsessing over for 3,000 years? You're hot, chick. let's not be evil because of weird, you know, obsessive tendencies here. Just somebody needs to, you know, just do her good.
So how do they bump into each other?
We're instead of the magical healing cock trope, we've got the magical healing twat. It's fine.
Yes. Just, you know.
Thank you, Kev, for quoting. I think that broke me.
I feel like this needs to go on one of those inspirational posters, like with the kitten hanging from the tree.
It's not a complaint we would make very often. There's too much dick. Oh my.
Oh, look, Kev coming in strong here.
No.
Gannon's not shipless anymore. Nice.
Oh, wow.
I want a world where she falls in love with her and they go off on a pirate ship and sail the seas and just skip the whole last battle thing. Lanfear's like, you know what?
Let's just go to
I
cruise.
decided chasing 3,000-year-old dick is not worth it. So
Yeah.
let's do something else with my time.
Yeah.
I want
like
this for her. I want her to want something else. Just for a little bit. Anything else. Honestly. Basket weaving, knitting, you know, claymation. Just want something else.
Yep.
Work on yourself, girl.
Yeah, we did have that one ship in the past where it was Bael Domon, like, and Osmodian, and like Bael was a good sort of like therapy recovery situation, for Osmo, and I think that, you know, that sort of environment would be good for Lanfear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I think that's cool. Moon Captain is what's been thrown out in chat.
I like that.
Dane
Moon
Lee coming in
Captain.
strong. Yeah.
Excellent.
So, and Leia, if you make that a Twitter quote, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it yet.
I mean, will get us more views, right?
I don't know if it gets us more views, but it's.
Hey,
I don't know.
I
Maybe I
would
should
click on that
retitle the video. Like we did just complain. We got no. I don't think YouTube would let me make that the title.
Tag
of the video.
Guy Roberts.
Tag Guy Roberts. Oh my god.
Don't tag Guy Roberts, please.
Sailor Moon. Wow.
That's so bad and beautiful at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love
I'm
it.
going to put Moon Captain, and then on the down low it can be called Sailor Moon. All right, last one, folks.
All right, let's
And
make
we'll
it the
see.
last one.
I'm crossing my
What if it's
fingers for
Rand
you.
and Gaul? That would make me very happy.
I don't know what you'll do.
It's not going to be that, but
The Marin.
and Marin. Okay.
Okay. Randall go. Sylviana. Okay. Not getting the boys
Why not?
tonight, it seems, but
You know what would be amazing is if Sylviana bonded a Marin for a warder.
okay, yes.
Right, because Sylviana's red. She's my favorite. My favorite red. And Marin is very gay. I don't think that this would be like a sexual relationship, but certainly could be like mutual respect. And Marin seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders. So does Sylviana. I think they could get some good stuff done with like that. Amarin is that's Lord Amarin. He was like, his name was Algarin? No. He was the one lord in Tyr whose brother was able to channel. Right? Or like somewhere else. And then once the Black Tower,
I had to go look it up because I was confused by that. His brother was gentled by the Reds. I'm looking on Wiki. 10 years ago, when he took his brother was named Amarin, and he took his name,
right,
and went.
So he's Algarin, I guess, technically. Like, so Lord Algarin's manor is where Rand has that moment when Logain shows up, and then like the Saldeans are there with him, and they get like attacked by Trollocs. When Laeral and Aerith get married.
There we go. Chat coming in hard.
Right. So. And then Rand has that moment where like Lews Therin takes over him while he's channeling, and they almost goes fucking nuclear. And then he's like, we can die. And then it was all very sad. Point being, Amarin is gay. One of like 2 confirmed gay men in the story. Thank you, Brandon Sanderson, I guess, for the throwaway mention of that. But yeah, that could be an interesting relationship to me. Like, the Reds bonding Ashaman is like a precedent that is set. And I think Sylviana would be down for that.
I feel like after, because, I mean, I don't know if we have confirmation what happened to her at the end of the last battle. But, like, she'd be kind of, I think she's definitely going to be looking forward. I mean, after working with Egwene and everything. She's definitely going to, have a new perspective on how this all has to be. So I can see her being part of this, like, trying to join everybody together and work together for new understanding. Because didn't Egwene talk to her about the renewed purpose being bringing men who could channel like into the fold? So I think that would be a cool thing, and they don't have to have a romantic or sexual relationship. They can be part of the new future together, building these bonds of trust and because there's a lot of distrust, I'm imagining.
Yeah.
Especially with Logain.
Yeah.
Who has been gentled by the Reds.
Yes.
Yes. And did spend a lot of the later books implicating them in various nefarious schemes that they may or may not have participated
Wouldn't you?
in. So, yes, absolutely.
Right? Like, fuck these people. I'm going to beg, borrow, and steal to get them, to fuck them over. So yeah, I think that especially Amarin would be a good choice because he's an older man as well. Sylviana's not gonna go fucking around with no like bright-eyed, smooth-cheeked boy.
Yeah. So
I feel like he wasn't resentful. Wasn't he the one that Cadsuane was talking about?
Yeah, I thought so.
That she like brought his brother, like, and that like Algarin had thanked her or something.
Yeah.
I think Cadsuane, when I was looking him up, I think Cadsuane like helped him live for a long time.
Right, something like that.
Yeah, there was something. But I mean, it may be still. I feel like there's going to be a lot of red resentment in the water.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Amarin seems like somebody who could be like, all right, guys, do something about this.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like it. Okay.
It's a nice, reasonable ship on which to end this.
Yeah. One last ship name is all we need. We haven't had any thread in chat just yet.
Mariana.
Mariana? Oh, I like that. Mariana? What do you think?
I've had a student named Mariana. Maybe not.
Am I not putting that?
Sylvarin.
Sylvarin? If I could write, it would help. Sylvarin. That looks good when you write it down as well. So yeah, they're talking about how he lived longer for like a decade longer and such. And then Mel's going like, maybe because he found something to live for. Yes, Sylviana. No, but that's the brother. So Pavaramin? Favara's not in there. So,
Yeah,
Beth,
Zampavara, sorry.
Beth,
I
wrong
mean,
one.
so Sylviana's last name is Brehon, Brehon. Do something with the Pendabrehon. I don't know. Brendalone.
Possibly. I know. I think I like Sylvarin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Sylvarin.
Yeah.
Sylvarin.
Sylvarin's
Ours. I just need to stop trying to say ours.
Sylvan. Just do the British thing. Just don't say the R. Just make an ah sound.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sylvan.
Yeah, Sylvan. There we go. Yeah, I like that. It's a nice one to end on. It's very sweet. So we actually, how many ships did we do? Like, quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 ships tonight. Ooh.
17 ships that we failed. We didn't really vote on all of them, but I feel like the only ship that we really couldn't sail was Couladin and Eric.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like that one's kind of like stacked against us.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, not as hard as the Elaine and Gawain ship.
No.
Cowards.
Yeah.
All right. So, like, just a quick recap.
Elaine and Gawain are the only two people in that whole ass family tree who actually consider each other siblings. So it's like the one.
Amazing. Right, if it had been Elaine and Galad, there could have been an element of
look, we vary the spiciness.
Galad would have been called "He's not my brother" because that's all he says.
He's not really my brother. He's my half brother. Well, whatever. It's only half.
He's only my brother by blood. Okay.
Right. Only a little bit my brother. Just the tip of my brother.
Folks, we vary the spiciness on these shipping episodes. Sometimes we get wildly spicy. Sometimes we're like, hey, we'll
y'all vetoed the spice tonight, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah, occasionally.
Spice. We just left the incest in the spice rack.
Right. We kept it at like a trash level 4.
Yeah. Trash. There we go. Trash level 4. That's nice.
So, just a quick recap. The ships of the evening were Abelcoffin and Basilgil, or Babel. Ruark and Logain, Rugain, Couladin and Eridin, Tuan and Moraine, Turaine, Lan and Sleet, Slan, probably my favorite ship name of the evening, Valenluca and Ishamael, Hot Calves, Avienda and Satala Anan, Satavi, Lamgwin and Mogedian, Mogwin, Tam and Elias, Talias, Sebon Balwer and Gareth Bryn, Balrus, Taim, Andral, and Generishima, the Gateway drivers. Bashir and Elaine, Davdir Elaine. Uno and Chiad, or Chuno. My phone autocorrected to Chino. Thanks for that. Talmanis and Varen, Talvaren. And Egyanan and Lanfear, the Moon Captain, or Sailor Moon, on the down low. And then finally, we finish it off with Sylviana and Damarin, Sylvar.
And you missed one of the greatest ones. The Asmodean and Alana.
Oh, I did skip them. The sex bard.
Sex bard.
I totally skipped that line.
That's okay. That's a great set of ships. This has been hilarious.
I think we did a good job.
We did a very good job. Yes. Bree, did you have fun? This is your...
and Elias might be my favorite. I wanna read that 5 times fic now. Someone go write it for me.
Oh, you know what? I'll write the notes for it. 5 + 1.
I think my favorite ship name tonight was probably Tuan and Moraine with the Turaine.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that worked on a couple of levels. What was do you have a favorite ship name, Bree, from tonight?
Turaine was good.
The Sex Bard.
I mean,
Gateway drivers.
I like Gateway drivers because I didn't come up with it. I just stole it, so I'm allowed to like that the best.
Oh god, what's going on now? Elaine is the horrible stepsister Disney warned us about. Wait, is Galad Cinderella? Now that sounds like a crazy thing. Oh my god, that sounds like fuel for a podcast episode.
In which Galad is the stepchild that is neglected. Oh my god, I'm so here for this.
Oh wow.
Galad running away from Berlane's castle with one shoe.
Oh my
god. One boot. One thigh-high boot. He left his other thigh-high boot behind.
All right. Okay. We need to, I think the three of us need to hop on a podcast episode at some point, and we need to play with this. We need to we need to Disneyfy the royal family of Camelin and make Galad Cinderella.
Absolutely.
Galad is Cinderella.
Yes.
So Margaze has to be the evil stepmother.
She's the evil stepmother.
Oh my god.
Oh no, because it's perfect.
Right.
Because their dad isn't around.
Right. Margaze's boyfriend murdered his dad.
Yes.
Who, instead of being a horrible piece of shit, must have been a very loving person.
Oh my god, great. All right, folks, that will be a podcast episode. That's amazing. That's the kind of crazy shit sometimes we do at the podcast.
I love this.
So.
Galad is Cinderella. Please, God. I need to be there for this.
Oh god.
Who came up with that idea?
That was it's
Matt Dagger?
no, Marisu, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. That is beautiful.
Bless you
I
for
love
this
that.
gift.
Folks, thank you for joining us tonight. I've had so much fun.
This
Master
was
Deck, this is
incredible.
always a blast. Bree, I hope you've enjoyed yourself.
I have. Thank you for bringing me in.
I appreciate it. I was like, we like to change up who we have with us, don't we? And I was like, it's Valentine's Day. Bree writes romance. Let's have Bree.
Well, now you know that romance writers just add people stacks on stacks
Exactly.
on stacks.
Yeah,
When in
Not
doubt,
all
just
romance
more.
writers. I'm a special romance writer.
Oh god. And if you haven't already, folks, please like and subscribe. I'm going to have a massive party when I get to 1,000 subscribers, so you can come join me for that, hopefully. And yeah, and I think we'll call it quits there. So good night, everybody. Thank you, and yeah, we'll see you next time. So
Happy day.
wait, that's the intro. That's the wrong one. I meant to be the closing. I don't have an outro video. I've just got a fun picture that we'll talk over. It was say bye.